Very good morning, children. Today we are going to start the part 2 of lesson 3. In the previous video, we have discussed regarding the sectors of economy and what is GDP. And in this video, we are going to discuss regarding the changes in the importance of sectors and employment and unemployment. Now let us start the video. Changes in the importance of sectors. We know that three sectors are existed in India. Those were agricultural sector, industrial sector and service sector. As the time is passing, lot of changes have taken place in these three sectors. Let us see what are those. As the methods of farming changed and agricultural sector began to prosper, it produced much more food than before. Many people could now take up other activities as essential food requirements were made by other producers also. Why? Because buying and selling activities are also increased. At this stage, in an overall context, most of the goods produced were from agriculture and related sector, and most people were also employed in this sector. Understand, children? Agricultural sector is the one of a main sector that where most of the job opportunities were there for the people until 2010. But afterwards, a lot of changes have taken place. Industrial sector. As new methods of manufacturing were introduced, factories came up and started expanding. That is only called as industrial revolution. Those people who had earlier worked on farms now began to work in factories in large numbers, and people began to use many more goods. This means the importance of the sectors has changed. The industrial sector became the dominant sector in the economy at that time, and even presently also industrial sector is holding its importance. Next one is service sector. In the past 50 years, there has been a further shift from industry to service sector for developed countries. Mostly we can see the growth of service sector in developed countries than the underdeveloped countries. The service sector has become the most important in terms of total production, and most of the working people have shifted to service sector, and this is the general pattern observed for the developed countries. And even developing countries like India has also chosen the service sector for the development of the country. And presently in our country, service sector is also one of the important sector where lot of employment opportunities are there for the people. So now we have discussed regarding the changes of employment in the sectors, and now let us see what is employment and how people use it to get the employment facilities and other factors. So what is employment? A person, if he is doing any sort of work, then it is called as a employment. Employment is the working life in India. So working people have a good life in India presently. Why? Because without employment there is no life for the people. Without employment we can't earn any money also. So the GDP of a country has close relation with the total number of working people in that country. So wherever in a particular country, if the GDP has to increase, the working people also should increase. Employment opportunities are provided in all the three sectors in our country. Up to 2010, agricultural sector continues to be the largest employer in our country. From there onwards, lot of changes have taken place. Why? Because seasonal factors must be the main reason. Why? Because there is no proper rain in the season also, and many of the people have shifted. They left their agricultural lands and they shifted to the industrial and the service sectors. Even though government is creating employment opportunities for many people, still unemployment exists in our country. Let us see what is unemployment. So unemployment in India, and in this COVID-19 situation also, many of the people in our country are facing unemployment. So I already said in the previous video also, 67% of the educated people lost their jobs presently. there are two types of unemployment. One is voluntary unemployment and second one is involuntary unemployment. The name itself is saying voluntary, involuntary. Voluntary means by its own. The person will create the unemployment by his own, and involuntary. So he is ready to do the job, but even though he is not getting the job, that is called as involuntary. These are the two types of unemployment. So let us see what is voluntary unemployment. People are unwilling to work at the prevailing wage rate, and people who get a continuous flow of income from their property or other sources and need not work. Such people are voluntarily unemployed. And voluntary unemployment is a national waste of human energy, but it is not a serious economic problem. So, what is voluntary unemployment? A person is not at all willing to do the work. That is the main reason. For there are many reasons for his don't want to do the job. What is that? He says different reasons. Like how when we ask you to do the work and all, you'll say, "Madam, yesterday I went to out. I went to some other way, some other places and all." In the same way, here also the person says the same reasons. Like when he was asked to do the job, he says that in that job there is no proper wages. The salary is very less because he is getting continuous flow of money. He is a sound party person. He had a lot of properties and all. From that he is getting a lot of money. And why he should work? That is the main reason what he will show there. So voluntarily he is creating unemployment. That is called as voluntary unemployment. Next one, involuntary unemployment. So this occurs when a person is willing to work at the prevailing wage rate, yet he is unemployed. He was willing to do for any of the wage rate. Whatever the salary is less or whatever the salary is, he is ready to do the job, but he is not at all getting the job. So that unemployment is called as involuntary unemployment. Understand, children, what is the difference? Voluntary is he is not at all willing to do the job by showing some sort of reasons. That is called voluntary unemployment. In the involuntary unemployment, a person is willing to do the job for any of the wage rate, but he is not at all getting the proper job. So, see once the difference between the voluntary and involuntary unemployment. In the first picture, you can see that he is enjoying his life because he is getting a lot of income, lot of property is there. He is getting a lot of income from other sources. And so he is enjoying his life. He don't want to do any sort of job at all. And in the second picture, involuntary. So he is looking for a job. He is willing to do the job for any of a wage rate. So this is the difference. Along with these two, one more unemployment also existed. That is only called as disguised unemployment. When I ask you the question to write how many types of unemployment, you should write these three children: voluntary, involuntary and disguised unemployment. The name itself is saying disguised. What is the meaning of disguised, children? Hidden. We are unable to see that. That is only called as disguised unemployment. So, the definition of disguised unemployment. It is a kind of unemployment in which there are people who are visibly employed but are actually unemployed. This situation is also known as hidden unemployment. In such a situation, more people are engaged in a work than required. I'll say an example for you. So actually, what is disguised unemployment? A person is doing a job, but even though he is facing the problem of unemployment, so it is not at all seen to us. The people who are visibly employed but are actually unemployed. There is a farmland. In a farmland, the owner of that land needs 5 people to work in his land for today. So he has kept 5 people there and the wage rate is also set for them. So for today I am going to pay 100 rupees for each one of you. So 5 people are working, 500 is the total amount. But after some period of time, some other 5 people came there to do the work. So now the owner of that land, what he will do? He will be employing those 5 people also, because the work will be reduced. Means the time of the work will be reduced and the work can be completed fast. So the wage rate what is thought to give for the first 5 people, that will be shared for the remaining other 5 people who came after. So the wage rate of the first 5 people will be decreases. So he said 100 rupees. Now he is going to give only 50 rupees for them, because from that wage rate only he is sharing to the other extra 5 people who came afterwards also. So these people were employed, but afterwards they are facing the problem of unemployment. They are working, but even though it is a situation of unemployment, because their wage rates are decreasing. One more example. A person who was qualified, means he has completed his graduation, but even though if he is working as a peon in one company, as a peon, as an attender in one of our office, so he feels unemployment. Yes or no? It is not at all suitable for his education qualification. The job what he is doing is not at all suitable. So that situation is called as disguised unemployment. I hope that everyone understand this topic, children. What is disguised unemployment? This disguised unemployment is also called hidden employment, hidden unemployment, or underemployment also. So most of the disguised unemployment we can see in agricultural sector. Because of that only I said that example now. How the amount will be shared for the remaining 5 people also. Mostly in agricultural sector we can see this disguised unemployment. So what is hidden unemployment? I already said. In this picture you can see a taxiwala. So he is a qualified lawyer, but he is running a taxi because he is no cases to deal, and so he is running a taxi. It is suitable for his qualification? No. And so it is a disguised unemployment. The woman who is working there, I am giving up, looking for a job. She is looking for a other job. Why? Because the work what she is doing is not at all suitable for her qualification. I wish this job was full time. The person who is carrying, he is a part time employee, and so he is wishing that this job must be a full time for me. So this is a part of disguised. They are doing the job, but even though they are facing the problem of unemployment, and so this situation is only called as disguised unemployment. And so in this topic we have discussed 3 types of unemployment: voluntary unemployment, involuntary unemployment, and disguised unemployment. Voluntary is a person by his own don't want to do the job, and so it is called voluntary unemployment. Involuntary unemployment is a person is willing to do the job for any of a wage rate, but he is not getting the job. That is involuntary unemployment. Next one is disguised unemployment. In this disguised unemployment, a person is doing the job, but even though he is facing the problem of unemployment, that situation is called disguised unemployment. I hope that everyone understood this topic. And here is an assignment for you. How many types of unemployment are there? What are they? Write about voluntary unemployment and write about involuntary unemployment. Complete these questions, children, and meet you in next video. Thank you.